Today is day 2 of answering questions you might have about spirituality, energy work, etc. Today we are talking about signs. How do you know when the universe is sending you a sign? Identifying signs is a tricky one because the significance of an object, an angel number, an animal is specific to each one of us. In my experience, if you want to be sure that the sign you are receiving comes from the universe, you need to ask for it. Let's say you are applying for a job and you want to know if you are going to get the job. After the interview or during the hiring process, you can sit with yourself and tell the universe, if I am on the right path, if I am going to get this job, if this job is for me, I want you to show me a black cat in the next 3 days. Now, I said a black cat because that was the first thing that came into my mind. But for the sign to be valid, you need to choose an object or a symbol that is not common in your environment. So, for example, if you live in the city and you don't commonly see butterflies, then you can ask, if I am going to get this job or this is the right job for me, show me butterflies. But if you live in the countryside and there are butterflies everywhere around you, choosing a butterfly as a symbol is not recommended because you commonly see butterflies. This applies to any other situation in your life. Let's say that you are going out with a person and you want to know if this is your person. After the first or second date, or whenever you feel like, you can sit with yourself and say, okay, universe, if this is my person, let me hear a specific song whenever we are together, whenever I am with him or her. Again, the important thing here is that you choose the sign you want to receive that will confirm that the person, the path, or the situation is the right one for you. If you leave it open, it will be more difficult for you to identify if what you are perceiving or seeing is the correct sign, especially if you have not developed a relationship with your personal symbolism and if you don't know yourself yet enough to know when something is significant for you. Now, let's talk about overall signs that many of us get. The most common one, in my opinion, are angel numbers or mirror numbers. Angel numbers or mirror numbers can be a sign that the universe is trying to communicate with you. But again, if you want to understand what the message is, you need to tap into the significance of the number. For example, at the beginning of my journey, I was seeing all kinds of angel numbers. As I learned to identify the signs that were for me, I learned that the presence of the number 4 indicates I am on the right path. Sometimes my guides use that number to let me know they are with me at that moment. Sometimes it's a symbol of encouragement. But the meaning of the number depends on the situation. And for you to understand the meaning, you need to pay attention to the situation you are living when that particular number or object appears in your reality. Another common sign is the presence of an animal or an object like a feather. For example, when I went to Australia to do my shamanic training, it was very common for us to find feathers. This feather culture was not something I was used to. I learned to see the symbolism of the feathers during my shamanic training. And even today, I don't really find that many feathers. But when I do, depending on the color of the feather, I know that a feather indicates mostly an angelic presence. But for the people in Australia, the feathers not always indicated the presence of an angel, but the presence of an ancestor or the spirit of the land. Another sign I usually get is through books, movies, or songs, because I enjoy those three. Whenever I am going through something, or if a question has been playing in my mind on repeat for a couple of days, I might get an answer through a book I am reading or a movie I'm watching. So that can be another sign for you as well, when you see patterns in information or subjects around you. Another interesting sign that I have observed in my life is when things repeatedly don't go well. There are times when I'm trying to buy something and my card is declined, even though I have money. This happened to me a couple of times, not only with products, but with things I wanted to purchase, trips, dinner reservations. I had the money and I was trying to pay for this thing that I wanted. And 2, 3 times in a row, something will go wrong and I couldn't get to this thing I wanted. After the third or fourth time that I experienced this block in different situations, I realized it was the universe's way to tell me I was out of alignment, either with the project, experience, or person I was trying to connect with or acquire, or within myself. Perhaps the reason why I wanted to purchase this product was not the right one, or the reason why I wanted to go on that trip was not the correct reason, Or maybe my feelings toward the person I was trying to go out with were not in alignment with my heart. So now, when a payment gets rejected or an opportunity that seems to be open and available for me just keeps crashing down, I know that's the universe's way to tell me slow down, pay attention to your intentions, and then try again. Because when I did that and tried again, the payment went through, the connection was there, the experience happened. As I said at the beginning, signs are tricky. To understand them, we need to understand ourselves first. We need to get to know what matters to us and the associations that we have with the world around us. The more you pay attention to the situations around you, to your surroundings, and the context of the symbol you are receiving or asking for, the easier it will be for you to identify and recognize when the universe is trying to send you a sign.